G'day, welcome to another day of making munch with Mike. I'm Mike, I'm making munch. My sausage is sizzling in the fry pan, cooking away already. You can hear all the frost from the freezer steaming off right off the off. Wow. Yeah. It's pretty good. Good in the hood. Yeah. What a time. Last night, I wrote a poem. Wrote it. Because I said on this, I said, all you need is a sentence. Any old, not even a whole sentence, a bit of a clause. You think, oh yeah, that sounds good. Then you write that down, and then you just write the rest of the poem. So I did that last night. I watched an episode of My Hero Academia, which is an anime, and basically it's Naruto, but moves a bit quicker and probably a bit more concern for the protagonist from the village, the community, the people. Yeah. So pretty good. Pretty good show. Anyway, I think just someone said, "I'll care for you," or something like that. And I was like, there you go. And then I just started writing the poem, just things I could see, things around me. And yeah, whole poem written in like 5-10 minutes. Well, sorry, the first line I wrote during the episode, which was in the first half. So I finished watching the episode and then I wrote a nonsense poem, which you can see over on my meme page. Research Week memes for chaplaincy group teams. I don't know, I never read it or say it. Hey, I just click on the link. Sometimes I get the things in my feed, but I'm thinking, oh yeah, the amount of stuff that I'm outputting increasing at the moment just because of lockdown and everything. So enjoy more content over there. I thought about making some like a special videos just on here as well, but I don't know, can't be bothered. So yeah, poem, you can go read it if you want. I didn't bring it over here with me, so I'm not going to read it to you now. I probably could if you really wanted me to. It just goes blah blah blah, words, blah blah blah. I think it goes the rhymes: you, mouth, shoe, that rhymes pretty good. South, yeah, that's the first 4 lines. An exciting little tauntalizer. Feel so tauntalized. You, mouth, shoe, south. Oh, this next word, obviously starting the next set of 4. I like to write sonnets. Often I write sonnets of A-B, do that 3 times and then do a rhyming couplet. So really everything just wraps up right at the end. Kind of. Really what I learnt though is your sonnet should kind of climax at the 8th line. You should kind of do everything, and then your set of 6 at the end, it plays out and you get sort of the denouement. So a sonnet should be quest and denouement. Yeah. So don't have a beginning or an end. That's quite good. I hear the beginning's the hardest bit to write of a story, so, you know. Don't worry about that. No beginning, no end, no problem. Although actually, I think maybe often it's sort of investigation of the problem. But problem resolution, like problem quest, yeah. How different are those? Pretty different. Because they were quite popular for like unrequited love. So you sort of build up the problem. But I think though, if you've got a tragedy, the quest, things go from worse to worse. So I think it's still the quest. It's just a negative quest or a negative story. Poem. Anyway, this, while sort of having the form of a sonnet, has 14 lines, has a rhyming scheme, somewhat appropriate to a sonnet, maybe not very appropriate to a sonnet, I don't know. Basic rhyming scheme. It really isn't a sonnet because it's very positive. No, it's not very positive. It's not negative or positive, not anything, it's just gibberish. Gibberish poem. Doesn't really mean anything. But I wrote it, published it, so you can read it. That's what happens with poems. People write them, let other people read them, and yeah, that's pretty good. Ooh. Sausage is pretty good. Full disclosure, I started today, and then I got a phone call, so I answered the phone call, and then I started again. So that's why there was sizzling in the pan as soon as the video started, because it wasn't really the start. It was the second start after I was already like 3 minutes in. But there's a parcel getting delivered, so I had to say, oh, just leave it there for me, mate. Get it later. Pretty good. Got some pretty good stuff coming today. Pretty nice. Look forward to those books. One of them probably has a bit of poetry work in it. Oh. Yeah. A bit good. A lot of water in the pan. I need to clean it out properly one day. Classic problem with this pan. Clean it too much, clean it not enough. So many possibilities. And I always stick to clean it not enough. Oh. Yeah. Still pink on the ends, so that's right. Yeah. So poetry. I've got a lot of other words to write. I've got essay words to write in prose. And I don't like prose. I think that's part of my problem. I'm not a huge fan of prose. I like poetry. But this is probably where I really liked Edgar Allan Poe and Oscar Wilde, because they write prose, but they write very poetic end of prose. I think that's what I like to do, because then it's just more fun to write. Throw some rhymes in, throw in some alliteration. Presto, your prose is interesting and worth reading. But anyway. So, got another 2,500 words to write by Friday night. Some other 1,000 words to write. Diagrams to do. Things to read. Woof. Bit of work ahead. Actually, I probably do need to read a bit of Cranfield over lunch. What a fella, what a guy, the old Cranster. It's good stuff. Highly recommend Cranfield. It's a lot of fun. Anyway, this has been Making Munch with Mike. I've been Mike. I've been making my munch. And I'm going to go eat it. Thanks for joining me. I'll see you tomorrow when it'll be about this good, really. Maybe worse. Maybe better. I don't know. It's not going to be very different. Anyway, see you later. Catch you tomorrow.